What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema,
Mr. James Shoe.com,
and today we got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Snowden.
Yes, but not only Joseph Gordon-Levitt, we have the great
Shailene Woodley.
No, the wonderful
Nicolas Cage.
Yes. Okay, I thought you were gonna go for a little bit.
Zachary Quinto.
Yep, Zachary Quinto. We also have Melissa Leo, an actress that I absolutely love, and she's usually great in everything that she's in.
Who?
Melissa Leo. She's gonna be playing the documentary in this film.
Okay, got it.
She was in Argo. She was in Flight. She's in a lot of movies. She's really, really good. Anyway, Snowden. Joseph Gordon-Levitt in this biopic, directed by Oliver Stone, one of the great filmmakers of our time, though he's been kind of rocky as of late. I'm coming off of watching Citizen 4, which is the documentary that tells the story of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, of Snowden. Yeah, Edward Snowden, revealing this information in them in the hotel in Hong Kong, trying to actually get these articles published to The Guardian and tell these people that what Snowden has, like the information that he has to share. So being in that situation, it'll be interesting to see the whole thing unfold, because obviously that documentary doesn't show us what happened before or reenact it for us. But I got to tell you, from what I've seen so far trailer-wise, I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to do really good in this movie, because his whole voice, I mean the voice alone.
It sounded so weird in the trailer.
It doesn't sound like him at all, yeah. So I'm interested in that. What are you expecting going into this?
You know, I really didn't follow the whole Snowden thing. Obviously, everyone in America heard that our phones were being tapped and stuff, and I guess, and this is probably a bad thing I want to say, but it wasn't a big deal to me just because I don't do anything bad. You know, I don't say anything. I don't.
Yeah, but you got to think about freedom and privacy.
I get that. You know, I get
a very controversial character, nonetheless, or real person, but in this case, a character. Nonetheless, obviously, a lot of people still have different opinions about him, but I don't know. I'm interested in seeing how Oliver Stone portrays him. If Oliver Stone will be biased in a certain way, if he'll make him look out to be a hero, or let us decide. So I'm excited for that. Ready? 2 hours and 15 minutes.
It's a longer film.
It's an important story. I think that it deserves that kind of time.
All right, well, let's see if after we're done watching this movie, if it's gonna feel like it's
Snowden.
Yeah. Snowden. All right, so we just got out of Snowden.
Yes. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Nicolas Cage, Melissa Leo, Zachary Quinto. I
thought it was good. Wasn't great, and I didn't love it. But I thought it was a good film. I'm glad I watched it. It felt like the longest 2 hour and 15-minute film though ever in the history of film.
Okay.
That felt like it felt like Titanic for me. When I first watched it, they said it was a 3-hour movie. For me, it felt like an hour and a half. That for me, Titanic just went. Yeah. Avatar also went very fast, and that's a longer movie. This movie though was just like this supersized film that felt like a 3-hour film. But I know I'm talking negative, but outside of that, I liked it. It was good. I learned a lot and learned more about everything he's doing for, I guess, more of America, because other countries are very different. But you know, in America, it's like, you know, it's our privacy, and we deserve that and stuff like that. And on the other side of it, not to just side with the government, but I also understand that there's a lot of crazy people out there, and for us to know that these crazy people exist and what they're talking about is obviously also important. Yep. You know, so both sides. I don't think there's a right. There's not a wrong. It's just whatever's.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, how do you think he did?
That was fine. I thought nothing like.
No one astounded you. Nothing about it.
No, nothing. There wasn't anything about this film, honestly, that was just. Oh, at the end, this isn't a. I don't think this is a spoiler, but he's in the actual Snowden's in the last maybe 5-10 minutes of the movie, and that was
interesting
cool.
Choice. I thought that was cool too, and I think it worked here. But that is a very odd choice to switch out your actor at the very end of your movie. You know, like I get it, like, oh, it's the real Snowden, but it is an odd choice. It was like odd. How they had. No, I liked it. I mean, I'm with you. I thought it worked really well, and I thought that moment was really nice. But it is an interesting choice. I wonder.
It's like how Jordan Belfort's at the end of Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
but like he actually takes on the character, and then I was just like, I wonder why we just didn't try to just wing it with him anyway. We should just winged it with him in Russia.
So they flew to Russia. They were
I'm assuming they flew to Russia.
That's pretty cool.
So
that's pretty cool.
I agree. I thought the movie was good, but not great. I think the movie, its enemy is definitely time. Not that, this is a movie that is
The enemy was
about...
time, not Snowden.
Not Snowden. I actually thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt did a really good job. I think his voice changed. I mean, there were times when I was looking at him and I didn't see Joseph Gordon-Levitt at all. Like, there were times I was like, oh, wait, is that really Snowden in that picture? I think he did look really good. And I think he performed well. But this movie... about this really, really important event. Like, as Shu said, it wasn't something that super kind of took over, but it was really, really, really big. And it'll be something that'll be in the history books 20 years from now. Like, it was a really, really, grand scale of things. And this movie doesn't feel like it does justice to that. I think it really I think Oliver Stone played it safe and didn't really do much to make this a very memorable movie. He retells everything going on, but it doesn't give it this like amazing feeling. It kind of, like, there are moments in the movie where, for instance, when Snowden actually gets the first article out with The Guardian, and you have all these characters revealing, and it plays this really cheering music, and it just feels like the wrong type of feeling for this kind of movie. This very serious, movie that's talking about something realistic. We have the music playing and the people all watching the TV and cheering and being freaked out. It feels like something you'd find in a comedy or a Disney movie. Also, Shailene Woodley, who plays Snowden's girlfriend,
But naked in this one.
yeah, was not bad, but it's just their chemistry wasn't there for me. Anytime they were on screen together talking, I really didn't care. It was hard for me not to see why no one would just watch Citizen 4. And if you aren't familiar with Citizen 4, like I was saying, this movie
I wasn't.
partially takes place from a documentarian style because while Snowden had gone to Hong Kong, in his hotel, he invited a journalist from The Guardian and a documentarian to help him tell the story in case anything were to happen. And that documentary exists, and it's called Citizen 4. And you're like sitting with Snowden on the bed as he's trying to get this information out and having it shown to the American public while he's being being wanted. And it's pretty amazing to see it live and really happening, and I think it's a lot more effective than this movie ever could be. Like I was telling Chu before, it reminds me of The Walk, which Joseph Gordon-Levitt also starred in, where there's a documentary that shows you, real life things and like happening, and the retelling from the people who are actually there. It's a lot more effective. And that's not always the case, and I think this movie gives us more on the outs, in the beginning and in the end. But honestly, I just didn't feel very enthused about what was going on. There are some great moments. There's the really good moment when Joseph Gordon-Levitt is downloading information. It's a very tense moment, and all those things are popping up, But I just didn't find myself... I don't think I'll remember this movie in a few months when it comes to award season.
Well, and that too, it's coming out. It's coming out too early.
Yeah,
so maybe they lost some faith.
Well, I think...
No?
I don't know if this was going to be their Oscar bars.
Oh, okay then.
But I think that they weren't sure where to release it. Because this wouldn't have worked. I don't think this would... I mean, the people who are interested in this type of stuff will go. This is like a really interesting movie, and it could have been quite an intense thriller, but it's not. It's a very... what's the word I'm looking for? Just a very slow retelling of a very serious, sometimes complicated event. So, it's not a movie that you're going to be like... The trailer does make it look very fast-paced, but most trailers do that. But this is a movie that you got to be sitting ready to just kind of absorb information. And there's not much beyond his performance that I really liked about this movie. Oh, Peter Gabriel did a song called The Veil for this movie, though, and it was really good. It plays during the credits. But other than that, yeah.
That's enough said. And also we have the Morris Chestnut film,
When the Bow Breaks.
You can watch that now. We also have the
Click that white eye.
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch.
That's already live.
Click that white eye.
And in 7 days from today, we're gonna be watching...
We are watching The Magnificent Seven. And a few other things that I can't remember right now.
That's okay.
What is next September? Or what date is it? Because Deepwater
21?
Horizon's the week after. I think we have Storks coming out next week.
Yeah.
I think we have The Magnificent Seven, and I want to say there's one more, but you'll just have to tune in to find out.
Well, welcome back to your health.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm not fully healthy because the Buffalo Bills lost today, and that kind of really put me back in a very sick place.
Well, Dallas lost their first game, and I'm used to being sad about that.
Welcome to being football fans of teams that aren't good. To all you bandwagoners out there.
Yeah, because we still at least rep what we like.
Look, we're attacking our audience now.
Yeah, are huge.
Check out this guy's channel. Got quote of the day. He'll teach you some stuff. Here you hear my opinion, but this guy could actually teach you something. So make sure to go check that.
You get jacked up about life.
Yeah, like Snowden.
Yeah, he's pumped up. All right, chasingcinema.com for everyone that doesn't know.
It's a film lover's website.